before every game needed a massive download and high-end graphics card. There was a golden age of browser games, and standing tall among them, bigger than almost anything else, was DarkOrbit, a real-time space MMO you could play on your mom's office computer, where millions of players fought in epic galaxy-wide wars without installing a single thing. But today, DarkOrbit is mostly forgotten, aside from a loyal group of survivors. So, what happened? How did one of the most successful browser MMOs of all time rise to fame and then slowly fade into obscurity? This is the story of DarkOrbit. Our story begins in 2006 when Big Point Games launched DarkOrbit. To understand how big this was, remember, Flash games were booming and most online games were simple 2D pixel sprites. But DarkOrbit felt different. It wasn't a tiny Flash mini game. It was a full MMO with factions, PvP, open maps, and gear progression, all running in your browser. You picked one of 3 companies. Each company was basically a faction fighting for control of the galaxy. Then the game dropped you into space. Just you and a tiny Phoenix ship surrounded by aliens that were way too strong for you. As players leveled up, they unlocked new ships and the legendary Goliath. At its peak around 2010-12, DarkOrbit had tens of millions of registered accounts and thousands of players on each server. Global chat was chaos, clan wars were constant, the community was alive. And this golden area didn't last forever, but for a while, DarkOrbit was unstoppable. DarkOrbit was free to play, but not exactly free to compete. And this is where the story starts to shift. Big Point quickly realized DarkOrbit was a goldmine. Enter Iridium, the premium currency. If you wanted the best, LS3 lasers, BO2 shields, speed generators, pets, upgrades, drones, you needed Iridium. DarkOrbit became one of the earliest examples of pay-to-win done at the massive scale. Players who spent thousands of dollars became ultimate full elite, and once you were basically faster, stronger, deadlier, and nearly unstoppable. The game made millions. It became one of Big Point's most profitable titles ever. But the more the game leaned into monetization, the more players began to feel the certain pressure. The grind became heavier, non-paying players fell behind, and this led directly to one of the biggest problems DarkOrbit ever faced. The grind in DarkOrbit wasn't just long, it was extreme. To stay competitive, you needed thousands of hours of farming or hundreds of dollars, often thousands. Many players looked at this choice and said, no thanks. And so began the botting area. Bots could auto-kill aliens, auto-collect cargo, auto-repair, run 24/7. And because the grind was so punishing, botting became commonplace. Big Point launched huge ban waves, but they were inconsistent. Some real players got false banned. Some obvious bots survived. Some banned players returned with new accounts the same day. Botting became a cultural meme in the community. People joked that the game had more bots than humans. And here's the tragic part. Many long-time players quit because they felt punished for playing legit, while cheaters got ahead. By 2018, another storm was coming. A storm no amount of money or updates could stop. Flash was dying, and DarkOrbit ran completely on Flash. For years, Big Point tried small optimizations, but the writing was on the wall. The game would need a full rework and another engine. DarkOrbit eventually transitioned into the Unity-based client. By then, the damage had already been done. Servers that once had thousands of players online now had just a few hundred. Some maps were completely empty. Clan wars became rare. Global chat slowed to a crawl. So, what's DarkOrbit like today? Well, believe it or not, it's still alive. The servers are still running, updates still happen. There are still PvP chases, crazy clans, and nostalgic veterans. In some ways, the game is better than ever. New ships, reworked missions, updated graphics, a client that runs without Flash, but the player count isn't even close to what it used to be. Many servers feel like ghost towns. Some players hop between servers just to find activity. DarkOrbit didn't collapse because of just one thing. It was a combination of factors. Extremely heavy monetization, A grind that pushed players away, spotting problems that lasted nearly a decade, delayed modernization, the natural decline of browser games. DarkOrbit was ahead of its time, but it was also trapped by its limitation of its time. Despite all its flaws, DarkOrbit left a legacy that's hard to ignore. It proved that you could create a massive, living MMO world inside a browser. It built friendships, rivalries, and entire communities. It gave us wild clan wars, impossible grinds, epic PvP battles, and more space drama than a sci-fi movie. For many players, it wasn't just a game. It was part of their life growing up. And even today, there's something strangely comforting about logging in, hearing these old sound effects, and seeing that tiny Phoenix ship. So, that's what happened to DarkOrbit. A rise to greatness, a long and messy decline, but a legacy that won't be forgotten by those who lived through it. What's your DarkOrbit story? Drop it into the comment, your clan, and your favorite memories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.